Shalom. Salakia. Yeah, I got the microphone. Okay, Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praises, all glory, and all honor unto Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem Rakakwadash. And I also want to give double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone, the men who rule well, and the men who taught us this truth. Okay? And, just making this video for the elect of the nation of Israel, which the nation of Israel consists of you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. Alright, and the main topic of this video, alright, the title of the video, Lord willing, will be Listen to the Prophets. Okay? Because when you look at, when you read in the scriptures, right, about the prophets that prophesied, they were sent by Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, the righteous prophets, the ones that were sent by Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, such as Jeremiah, which I'm actually going to get a scripture in the book of Jeremiah to start off the video. But to you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, okay, those of you that are sincere, you see the men out on the highways and the hedges, out there, and we're doing the work of the Lord, but hey, we are out there to warn, the elect of the nation of Israel, and of course the whole nation of Israel, but the elect is who is going to take heed. Okay, as for the rest of the two-thirds that that don't take heed, we're just getting the blood off our hands as far as like with the 2/3 of our people. But I'm going to get into that in this video, Lord willing, through the Spirit. So this is Jeremiah chapter 28 and verse 8. The prophets that have been before me and before thee of old prophesied. Now, before I keep going, the word prophesy, alright, means to say before. Okay? So I'm going to keep reading. Prophesied both against many countries and against great kingdoms, of war and of evil. Now, which that word evil means bad time. Okay? So, the word evil means bad time. Okay, because Eve, which means time, and ill meaning bad. So the word evil means bad time. And, I'm going to keep reading, and of pestilence, which is diseases and stuff like that. Okay, which is exactly what we're doing right now. We're giving warning to the house of Israel. All right. And as a matter of fact, I'm going to just get this precept really quickly. Okay. This is Isaiah 58 and 1. Cry aloud, spare not, lift up thy voice like a trumpet, and show my people their transgression. Now, my people, that's a possessive pronoun. Okay, that's talking about. Actually, I'm gonna keep reading real quick. Then break it down. So, show my people their transgression, and the house of Jacob their sins. Yeah, which the house of Jacob is talking about the Israelites, you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. Which is why I try to start off my videos, with this the picture of the 12 tribe sign. Why do I do that? Because this is who these messages are targeted at. Okay, the elect of these people that you see right here on your screen. The Salakia, which of course there are Israelite foreigners. So just because you're not on the chart doesn't mean you're not an Israelite. If you believe in this word and truth and in sincerity and in the 100% truth, and you have faith in the names Yahweh Yahushai, you are an Israelite, all right? Your line would have to go back, because faith is given by Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, and knowing the basics, he only deals with his people, okay? So, basically, this precept, this is what we do. We cry aloud, we spare not, all right? We lift up our voice, We're out there, showing our people where they're going off, okay? Teaching the house of Israel, okay? Telling the house, prophesying unto the house of Israel, all right? Letting them know who they are, okay? And what they're doing wrong, okay? Because, like I mentioned earlier, I'm going to go back to Jeremiah, the 28th chapter. Jeremiah 28 and 8, the prophets that have been before me and before thee of old prophesied both against many countries and against great kingdoms of war, which is something that we're doing right now. We prophesying, which means to say before, of the war, World War III, which is soon to come, Lord willing. Okay, I'm gonna keep reading. And of evil, of bad times. Okay, and of pestilence, which pestilence is disease, like I mentioned earlier, you know. So what does this mean? When the simple fact that we're out there, the simple fact that the Spirit of the Lord is upon men to be out there prophesying, lets you know that something is going to come, something is going to happen, and you can see it happening worldwide. Okay, the things spoken about in the book of Saint Matthew's, the 24th chapter. Okay, which Yahweh Shai was speaking, you know, nation against nation. You know, the things written in the book of Second Esdras. Okay, the visions that Ezra saw. Salakia. You know, those things, okay, are soon to come, and are certain things are happening in certain places. You know, you see these different countries. You know, of course, you know, right now, the hot topic, Venezuela. You know, a lot of you know, biblical plagues are happening down there. You know, you can look up videos of people eating rotten foods because of the famine. Okay, because what their market, their economy collapsed down there, you know, and those things, you know, to you sincere, brothers out there, to you sincere Akim, to the sincere of the nation of Israel, I'm gonna say, you know, you ought to take heed, because those things are soon to come to America, as it is written. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and get another scripture in the book of Ezekiel. This is Ezekiel chapter 33, and I'm going to start at 2. Son of man, speak to the children of thy people, and say unto them, when I bring the sword upon a land, if the people of the land take a man of their coast, and set him for their watchman, if when he seeth the sword come upon the land, he blow the trumpet, and warn the people, then whosoever heareth the sound of the trumpet, and taketh not warning, if the sword come and take him away, his blood shall be upon his own head. Right, why will the blood be upon his own head? Well, let's keep reading. He heard the sound of the trumpet, and took not warning, his blood shall be upon him, but he that taketh warning shall deliver his soul. Right, because, you know, especially, you know, you brothers that are out there on the highways and the byways, right, there's two kinds of people that come up. The people that receive the word, okay, that actually take heed, all right, and then there's those other people that just, you know, pretty much just mock, you know, or come up with wayward doctrines. Okay, those are those people that aren't taking heed. But to the sincere brothers and sisters, you know, to the sincere, to the hopeful elect, to the sincere, you know, brothers and sisters that actually listen and are taking heed, you know, that's a good thing to do. That would be the best thing for an Israelite to do, is to take heed, you know, because the things that are written in the book of Second Esdras are soon to happen in America. Okay, I'm gonna just, you know, get a little bit, read a little bit of Second Esdras, the 15th chapter. I'll start at verse. Let's see, Salakia, bear with me. I'm going to start at verse 11. Okay? Because the things that are going to befall America is going to be, you know, basically, you know, Jacob's trouble, which will soon to befall America, which Jacob's trouble is trouble for the nation of Israel, okay? Which is you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, okay? There are things that are soon to come to this place, America, okay, which to you new brothers that are listening, all right, don't go in the scriptures looking for the word America, okay, because the scriptures is written in parables, okay, it's coded, all right, you know, which when the Lord sups with you, you will understand when it's talking about America in the scriptures, because America is known in the scriptures as the virgin daughter of Babylon, Babylon the great city, also known as Egypt, spiritual Egypt, okay? When you read the book of Revelations, the 11th chapter, all right, it speaks about that, you know, and we, you know, through the clues that are written in the scriptures, we can decipher when it's talking about America, okay? For example, this is talking about America. This is 2nd Esdras 15 and verse 11. But I will bring them with a mighty hand and a stretched out arm, and smite Egypt with plagues as before. Right, because the Lord when you go into the history, all right, when before we left Egypt, all right, the Lord hardened Pharaoh's heart, right, and then plagues came upon Egypt. When it says right here, it says what, with plagues as before, right, because this is talking about the plagues that are going to befall the new Egypt, which is America. Okay, I'm gonna keep reading. Lord willing, I could do a video, and I believe I might have done a video speaking about that. Lord willing, I'll make one if I haven't already. This is 2nd Ezra 15 and 11. But I will bring with a mighty hand and a stretched out arm, and smite Egypt with plagues as before, and will destroy all the land thereof. Yeah, that's another way that you know that this is talking about, you know, New Egypt. This is talking about not ancient Egypt over there on the other side of the world. It's talking about America, because the same judgment written for Babylon is the same judgment written right here. You know, destroying all the land thereof. Okay, I'm gonna keep reading. Egypt shall mourn, and the foundation of it shall be smitten with the plague and punishment that the Most High shall bring upon it. Yeah, because the Most High is gonna send punishments unto this sinful kingdom. All right. Let me see. Verse 13. They that till the ground shall mourn, for their seeds shall fail through the blasting and hail, and with a fearful constellation. Woe to the world and them that dwell therein, which woe means death and destruction, mass destruction. All right. Verse 15. For the sword and the destruction draweth nigh, and one people shall stand up to fight against another, and swords in their hands, which swords are instruments of war. Okay, a modern day sword would be what? The gun. All right. Verse 16. For there shall be sedition among men. Now, before I keep moving on, we're gonna look up what that word sedition means. I'm gonna go on Edom Online real quick, because these are some of the plagues that will befall America. Okay, martial law. All right. What else? Famine. Okay, all different types of plagues are gonna befall America. Sedition means rebellion, uprising, revolt, concerted attempt to overthrow civil authority, violent strife between factions, civil or religious disorder, riot, rebelliousness against authority. These are things that are gonna, befall America, man. Okay? And, for you sincere brothers, take heed to the prophets, because that's why we're out here. We're out here to warn you. We're out here to warn the people. Okay? And to tell the elect of the nation of Israel, all right, the people right here, to take heed, because we're giving out the warning. All right. Let's see. Where was I? Verse 6. I'm gonna read 2nd Ezra 15 and 16. For there shall be sedition among men, and invading one another. They shall not regard their kings nor princes. And which that's what they're gonna do. They're gonna uprise, sedition, like we just read. Uprise against civil authority. We're not gonna listen, Salakia. The people here are not gonna listen to the police. All right, the police are gonna, throw their badges out, and hey, because there's gonna be famine, hunger, all different types of pestilences. All right, diseases. There's already been measles outbreaks, in different parts of the country. All right, that's not for nothing, man. All right, these things should put fear in you. All right, that the Lord is indeed bringing these things. That's why we're out here. Okay, the Lord sends His prophets for a reason. All right, take heed to the warnings. Let me keep reading. And the course of their actions shall stand in their power. A man shall desire to go into a city, and shall not be able. Yeah, that's what's gonna happen when martial law is implemented. I'm gonna go into the word martial law real quick. Which martial law, warlike of or pertaining to war. So yeah. Oh, Salakia, this isn't the word. Martial law. Oh, Salakia, here it is. Martial law, military rule over citizens. Oh, Salakia, over civilians. Yeah, right. Which you see what's going on in other countries, especially like Venezuela, with the people having those uprisings. That's gonna cause what? that sedition is going to cause martial law to be implemented. There's already camps, concentration camps, uh, all over America. All right, they already have things prepared to round up you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. All right, which they're gonna, like it says in Revelations, I believe the 13th chapter, which speaks about the mark of the beast, which is the RFID microchip. That's another thing that we're warning the people about. Yeah, Revelations the 13th chapter, or in the 16th verse, it speaks about, and he causeth all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their forehead. So I was reading it off of my physical scriptures, of my physical sword. But yeah, that's talking about the RFID microchip. These are the things that we're warning the people about. All right, we're blowing the trumpet, and you people, Salakia, you so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans, those of you of confusion to face, ought to take heed to the warning and listen to the prophets. All right, and to take it serious when you see the prophets out on the highways. All right, and that's pretty much the precepts that I wanted to bring out. And I hope that I hope that the message was conveyed properly to the ears of the elect. Alright, so I want to give all praise, glory, and honor unto Yahweh by Shem Yahushai by Shemer Kakadash. And I also want to give double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone, and a sincere Shalom Al Barakim to the elect of the nation of Israel. Shalom.